We didn't get to see my grandma much when we were kids, and we loved it when she came over to look after us. It was always a lot of fun because she would play with us and make these delicious home-cooked meals. My brother and I just adored her. One of these babysitting days when I was 5, I guess, everything was going fine until my grandma noticed a toy I hadn't picked up. She told me, "Dan, I'm picking up this toy for you, okay?" But I guess she took a misstep and I watched in horror as she tripped over the toy and fell. She cracked her head off the corner of the piano bench. Blood was just coming out of there like a faucet. It was awful. She called out telling me to call 911, but I couldn't do it. 1, I was too scared to talk to people and strangers on the phone, I guess. 2, it was my toy that made her fall, and I was afraid that the police would bust down the door and arrest me for manslaughter. Anyway, while my poor grandmother managed to pull herself up and tried to stop the bleeding with the towels in the bathroom, I ran to my 3-year-old brother. I told him what had happened and what we had to do. Then I heard her calling 911 herself, holding a towel on her head, so I hid in a pile of laundry, trying to save myself from going to jail. I also hid my brother with me, and I used to think it was because I didn't want him to get arrested either, but now I think it's kind of because I didn't want him to rat me out. We heard the ambulance outside, but we didn't make a noise. They called for us to come out, that everything was okay, but I didn't budge. He was trying to take me away and lock me up. I knew it, and there was no way that I was leaving that spot. Finally, it was my grandma who had to plead with us to come out. I guess hearing her voice made me feel bad. So I swallowed my fear and left my hiding spot, ready to give myself up. To my surprise, the police weren't there to take me away, and the paramedics only took us into the ambulance to ride with my grandma. Meanwhile, my parents came home to an empty house and a horrible mess of bloody towels, the floor looking like some kind of Jackson Pollock painting. They were relieved to see us all okay, and when they finally arrived at the hospital, I was so happy to tell them about all the scary people who weren't so scary anymore. That whole experience helped me with the whole strangers thing, and I guess I was pretty open with people I didn't know after that, even though I was only 5. It even helped me later on in life with things like anxiety, like sometimes when I feel guilty or nervous. I think back to that accident and how relieved I felt to know that everything was going to be all right. And it makes me know that things are never really as bad as you might think. It's just one of those experiences that I look back on and laugh, though that might be a bit morbid of me.